Last but not least, let's cover some questions and some answers to what people typically ask about takeout online as a business opportunity. How much does it cost for a restaurant to participate? As we said in one of the earlier videos, the whole approach is set up to be very um, to cost little or no cost at all to a restaurant, and at the same time extremely basically it's risk free, because the whole premise of takeout online is that we only charge them for the business we bring them. So if we don't bring them business, we don't charge them anything. And so to get into it initially, the cost for a restaurant is the initial setup fee of $250. And as I mentioned, you get 50% of that. And then we charge them 15% for each order as orders come in. So risk is not there for them, and the cost is very little to get into it. The setup fee itself is negotiable, and we let you decide as you run the business whether it makes sense or not to charge them the setup fee. The reason we do that is because if you're dealing with a restaurant that has extreme potential for business, because they do a great job, they do a lot of takeout, and it's a great restaurant to be involved with, but for whatever reason they don't feel comfortable in paying $250 setup fee, then you can make a call, again, you being in charge of the business on your end, that it makes sense to waive part or even the whole setup fee, because there's going to be a lot more money coming in from the actual business. So you make that call, and that's why we say that this is negotiable. Obviously, if you don't charge them $250, you don't make your $125, but that's basically the consideration. Um, but in terms of cost to the restaurant, that's pretty much it. $250 setup, and then they pay for each order 15%. That's it. There's no additional costs. Another question we get asked is, can I promote the service in my area? Absolutely. I mean, that's something we actually certainly encourage. You know your area best. You know your restaurants. You know the clientele. Uh, you're the best person to decide, whether you should promote it in uh, some local business networking situations, or local coupon book, or newspaper, or whatever you decide, however you want to promote it. You're certainly the best person, since you know the area and you know the businesses. So we certainly encourage it and recommend it. Another question that get asked is, do I have to run business a certain way? Because it's your business and you run it, we are not going to tell you what to do or how to run it. You do it strictly on your own time, whatever is convenient and appropriate for you. And we're obviously going to be working closely with you in terms of support and making sure things go well. But you get to decide pretty much everything you do when it comes to the business. Are there any rules? Yeah, we have a few rules that we'd like you to follow. The first rule is that you cannot misrepresent Takeout Online as a company in any way, and we're very strict about that. Anybody who says something that they're not sure about and misrepresent basically what the company stands for, how the company does business, we immediately sever the relationship. You can't promise anything that you know cannot be delivered, so we're also adamant about that. Basically, we're for being upfront with people and telling them how things are without coming up with any under the table or underhanded or unethical things. The results cannot be guaranteed because each restaurant is different, and you cannot divulge any private information about statistics of what other restaurants make and how much you make and any of the other information without authorization. Basically, common sense. I mean, we're just saying we do what we need to do, and everything works out okay. Last question is how to get started. That's pretty simple. We just sign an agreement, simple agreement, so everybody is protected legally, and it indicates who promises to whom what, and then we get going. Simple as that. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to working with you.